Welcome to the 27 February 2020 episode of IBM Developer Puget Sound. Topic: ssh-keygen authentication key pairs. Connecting to your IBM server instance will be done by Secure Shell SSH. If you need or want to use a new authentication key pair for SSH, then run the ssh-keygen tool from the command line. So how do I know if my key is already available? Well, I look in my personal directory and then inside the hidden directory .ssh. And so I change into, in order to do that, I change into my personal directory and then into the .ssh directory. And then I list to see if there's any key pairs there, and the only thing I see is a known host directory with no key pairs. So on your personal computer only, generate one SSH key per user. So if you already have a key, don't make another copy. Copy the same key to several clients under the same user's control in the same organization. So for example, if I have a home desktop, work desktop, and a work laptop, they could all have the same copied key for the same user. This single key will allow me to gain access to my remote server from several of my personal computers. So to generate a new private public key pair from the bash command prompt, we're going to use the ssh-keygen command. So we're going to choose type RSA, bits 4096. I'm going to put a screen name in. And we're going to put in a secret passphrase. So then it asks where I want the file stored, and we want to choose the default. So it chooses my home directory .ssh, and then it's going to put it in that file. So we just press enter for the default. And you can see that it put my screen name into that file. So the resulting keys are stored in the .ssh directory, and you can now see the private key is there and the public key is there. If you want to see these keys, it's just a matter of listing them. So we can see that they're there. So the private key is there, and the public key is there. And if we want to list those keys, if we want to list the public key, remember you don't want to share your private key on a YouTube video. So there's the public key. And if we want to paste that key into some other file, it's just a matter of copying it. You want to be sure to capture every single character. So copy and paste it. Depends on your strategy for getting the keys, moving the keys. But this will work as long as you don't change a single character of the keys. Notice that it's a single line of text. So there's some recommendations that the private key be changed, the permissions of the private key be changed, like this. Now you can see that this key, the private key, has permissions of read, write for the user only. Group and world have no permissions. So if your comment needs to be changed, you can use the keygen command to change the comment, like this. New screen name here. And then we're going to send it to this file. Like that. And I probably put a typo in there. I've got to do a little debugging. Sure enough, I forgot a dash. Try it again. And I have to remember my passphrase. And it accepted my passphrase. So it says this is the old screen name, and then it's created a new screen name. Now, if you want to see the changes, you can use the keygen command again. To list the fingerprint. It's a little bit redundant typing the full path, but I'm doing that just so that you get the point of where this file is. So there's the fingerprint, and here you can see the new screen name. You should note that managing multiple keys is not part of this example. In cases where there are multiple private projects, it will be desirable to isolate them with separate keys. So I would like to also point out that the text for this video is in the GitHub IBM Developer Puget Sound Curtain Raiser repository, and then in the directory How To, SSH directory, and Keygen directory. And you can go back through this if you need to either read the comments or follow the commands. Thank you for listening. I'm looking forward to making future videos.